Hi, Cindy here with Create Your Own Luck and Love. So I'm excited to be here with you tonight. I don't know if some of you are on lockdown or maybe you're not, but I felt called to do this live all about how to move from the app to the phone to actually meeting in person. It seems like, well, this has been an issue throughout, the years. And I think since we're starting to open up, people are now becoming more distracted with their life. Whereas when everybody was on lockdown, it was much easier to create connections that actually led to a phone call or a video call and maybe a social distance date. So what I'm experiencing amongst many of my clients are frustration around that. So I know that a lot of you guys must be experiencing that too. It's always been an issue. And let me know, just put a yes down below. Yes, I've experienced frustration on dating apps or dating sites where it just doesn't move to the phone, even when I give him my phone number or, we exchange information. Let me know, just put yes. Okay, yes, the struggle is real. So I'm here to help. There's a few things we can do that you can do to actually, well, let me just share first. Here's why it's happening. It's happening because the conversations are actually a little stale and maybe even robotic. So it might just be like, people use Bumble or Hinge or, Tinder, whatever you're on, kind of like a video game or just, to pass the time. And you could just be, mindlessly looking, kind of like you're looking through Instagram or something. What I'm going to share with you is that can actually shift when it becomes a little bit more interesting and you don't sound like everybody else. And you have an energy about you that says, let's connect. And you're not taking it too seriously. I mean, all of these apps are a tool to connect you with hopefully the love of your life. I've known a lot of people that I've met on dating apps. So getting all that out of the way. So let's talk about what you can do really quick. So the first thing, instead of exchanging numbers, because, many guys will say, oh, here's my number, you can give me a call. Many women don't want that. They actually want the man to call. So I also want you to understand that men get frightened too. They get nervous about moving from behind the screen. So it's, I really want to impress upon you that they have feelings. Most of them probably want to meet you unless they're just not in a place where they can really meet. But at any rate, let's say 80% of them do want to meet. So the thing that you can do, so he gives you his number and you say, oh, I would, thank you so much for your phone number. And it would make me I always feel better about the man calling me first. It makes me, feel desired. You get to be vulnerable and ask for what you want. So this is really important. And, the other thing is if he asks for your number, you can say, I don't normally give out my number unless a man's actually going to call. So, hold on 1 second, okay? So, sorry, had to had to handle something really quick. So, so yeah, you just say, and he'll go, oh yeah, I'm absolutely going to call. This gives him a bit of a challenge, and nobody else says that. And I will tell you this, 99.9% of men call when you give them a bit of a challenge. So, and let's just say he's got your number and he's just texting you, which again, can be, can feel a little bit frustrating, especially when you want to move it on to a phone call and a meeting. So what you can say is, hey, I've got a confession to make. I'm actually really not big on texting. So if you want to, grab a quick coffee or a snack sometime, let me know. So you're actually moving things. And I tell my clients this all the time. You want to move it into a date sooner rather than later, because the longer that you're messaging somebody, the less likely it is that you actually meet in person, because it gets boring. The tension goes away. So that's what I mean by robotic texts, robotic messages. And you can start to look at, even thought-provoking questions to ask. And ask that question, which creates more of an interesting conversation. And then, my son's screaming in the background, and then moving it off the platform. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want. And, if you have been texting, maybe you've talked before and you have been texting, you can even say, hey, miss the sound of your voice. Let's call me sometime. Or, if you're looking at profiles, you can say, gosh, your profile really stood out to me. You actually look like one of these guys that's real on here. Also, too, this is another great thing. You can put something on your profile that will give him a conversation to talk about. So you can say, like, always looking for the best Thai food in town. Something like that, then it creates conversation. And, he might say, oh, I actually cook Thai food. So you can then start to have some fun around the conversation, and then, like I said, move it into a phone call. And so also to make your conversations kind of interesting, like share vulnerably what might be happening with you, or share what you're doing. Gosh, I'm headed to the beach with my girlfriend. I'm so excited to just relax and watch, read through People magazines and laugh, It gives him a picture of who you are, that you have a life, and that you have, hold on please, I'm finishing something up. So the other thing, I want to give you one more thing because I do need to go, is you can say something like, maybe you guys have been texting, it's been kind of difficult to connect. You could just say, hey, I'm about to head out and meet some friends of mine, we should meet up sometime. Let me know if you're, or I'm free right before that. Let me know if you'd like to meet up for a quick drink or something. So it lets him know, hey, I've got a life. I'm not incessantly messaging you. You're not the only thing on my mind. And it also, creates the opening for him to step forward. And if he's available, he's probably going to step forward. So I hope this helps you. And let me know if you have any questions, comments, anything that comes up for you around this, because I know that, you know, this can be a challenge, but it can easily be overcome. And part of it too is just your energy around it. Have some fun. You know, make it a point to connect and create, you know, a little bit of interest in conversation rather than, you know, something that feels robotic. All right, lots of love to you. See you later. I'll see you next week. Bye.